Good morning and welcome to A1 Vacuum and Sewing's live stream for Friday, April 26th. Jeannie's threatening to sit on my lap, but I don't think anybody wants to see that.
You didn't get me to share.
I have to do everything around here.
Yes.
Hang on, I'm putting this on.
You could teach you could teach the classes. You want to do that? There.
Nobody wants to see that either.
Can you imagine if Patrick? So a lot of you have heard this story, but Patrick went to one of the baby lock trainings, and then he had to sew with who's quilting a day? Can't remember. Hang on, let me grab my coffee. That's gonna help. Poppy.
Should we put her in the crate? Poppy's in the store today. We're not sure how that's going to go.
We expect it's gonna be horrible.
That's not true.
That's what I expect.
Eleanor Burns.
Eleanor
Yes.
Burns. Yes. And Patrick.
Everyone in the class was like a quilter except for me.
Can you imagine him?
So I'm like, I don't understand what that means. But I did it. I came home with, oh my God, what does she have? Yeah, you gotta,
No,
that's
that's
coffee, Jeannie.
Oh, it is.
What is your problem?
I thought it was. 15 minutes, just like licking out whatever's left in the creamer. And sometimes I'll put peanut butter in it.
You teach them how to do it?
No.
Yes, you do.
He did it first. And then I was like, that's
No,
a
but
great,
then you
I go,
teach
that's a
him.
great idea. That took him 15 minutes. Oh my God, I'm hot.
This is like giving a child matches and lighter fluid. You find a kid with matches, but then you're like, let me show you how to use lighter fluid. Like, that's awful. That is awful.
That an extreme? That's an extreme.
No, that's
right?
that's just showing that, like, that's exactly what you did.
Oh my goodness.
You taught him to dig through the garbage.
I didn't. Okay, number one, I
For
didn't
peanut
fill
butter.
it and then put it in the trash can. Go
No,
find it.
you rewarded him
I did
for
not.
digging. Oh my God, this is why
Okay, you know what?
it's been challenging to parent with Jeannie.
I get desperate at the store. I have work to do, and then Momo, he's like, Patrick's like, go see mommy. That's how he. Okay, so he
No, because
blames
I
me
put him in the crate
all
because
day. All
we have
day.
stuff to do,
Anyhow,
and then she
we're
takes him
gonna
out.
agree to disagree because
We're not even going to
Patrick's
agree to
parenting
disagree.
style is just leave him in the crate all day.
Sometimes that's the safest place for everybody.
And then I
Jeannie's favorite
I let
idea.
him lick out.
Jeannie's favorite idea is she's like, hang on, let me go get some lighter fluid.
No, that's a boy thing. You know, boys light fires. It's It's empty.
Did
creamer.
anybody here ever light a fire?
It's a boy. We all know boys that lit fires, but girls do not go out and light fires.
Every boy has some story about lighting a fire and the fire started to get a little out of control.
That's a boy thing. Girl,
And some boys, like I knew boys that like that. They were like, ooh, that was fun. I was not that boy. Freaky Friday, is that like a legitimate thing, or is it freaky just because it's Friday?
Freaky Friday. Freaky Friday is that where is that Jamie Lee Curtis and then her daughter and they swap places,
Well,
right? Isn't it?
Remake of the original Freaky Friday.
Okay. You gotta know is it tough knowing everything? Is that such
It's actually quite wonderful.
Is that such a burden, having to know everything and be
Jeannie
perfect?
used to bet me She won't bet me anymore.
Because he's always right, and I'm always wrong.
I'm like, you want to bet? She's like, no.
Yeah, I just say no.
There was like 3 years there that were awesome. I was like, want to bet?
Because I thought
She'd be like,
I knew something.
Yes, I want to bet.
Because I thought I knew something, and then I realized I know nothing. I know nothing. Okay, I'm just trying to tidy up here and pretend like we're neat and organized.
This is how she cleans up at the house, too.
I just put things in piles.
She's like, I'm just going to put it in a box and put it somewhere
Like, why do we have all this and it's just like spread out?
I guarantee you started collecting pens because you...
Patrick, just stop. Okay, first of all, a shout out to Grace Mulligan.
Happy
Patrick's
80th birthday.
Mother. It is her 80th birthday today.
They're getting a new car.
They're getting a new car?
Yep.
Wow.
And I was like, you should get the Lexus Hybrid.
You know how we celebrate? We try to remember each other's birthday.
We're not birthday people.
We're not birthday people. Because every day is Christmas in our house.
But my mom is like the world's biggest birthday person. So it's your day, Mom!
So it's a big one. I mean, 80, that's a big one.
She's in great shape.
She is in great. Yeah, she's like 80, but you think she was 60. What's her
I don't
secret?
know about that, Mom.
Patrick! Okay, 65. She's 80, but you would think she was 65. And I'm so thankful for her birthday, because if she hadn't had her birthday, then you wouldn't be here. The love of my life, Patrick Mulligan. And so I'm extra thankful, even though you're starting to make me mad on the beginning of the live feed. But anyways,
So happy birthday, Mom. I was talking to my mom when I got here this morning.
This is funny. So I called the kids. I'm like, it's your grandmother's 80th birthday. You better send her something. And so, and they never know what to send her. They make really heartfelt cards. So Violet did one half of the card, and then Kai did the other. And I'm sure he wrote, like, Violet is like your standard card writer.
Super sweet.
Kai's are like...
You're like, you want to cry when you read Kai's cards.
Yes. And he'll spend like an hour. He'll spend
draft it. Days.
Yeah, he'll draft
thinking
it.
about how to make the card special.
So, he goes, I hope she got... I talked to Kai this morning because they're having their finals. And I'm like... and he goes, I sent her a card. I hope that... He goes, it's the first time I ever... Did he say I ever mailed a card? Which to me is amazing, right? Because we grew up cards and pen pals. He's like, it's the first time I ever mailed a card. So he goes...
A letter?
It was a card.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he said card. Do you want to correct me on anything
No.
else?
I was just thinking
I was telling
letters.
a story. Let me get back to telling my story.
All right.
So he said he went to the UPS store and he said, I'd like to mail this card. And the guy goes, it's 76 cents. And then Kai gave him the money. And he was all amazed at how quick it was that he just paid. He was amazed. I mean, doesn't that sound expensive? Do you remember when stamps were like 10 cents? And now they're 70. He was like amazed. He was like, it was just 76 cents. And he was amazed about that. And then he said he gave him the 76 cents and the card. And then he's like, I hope it made it. I think that's so cute. But I thought stamps were 68 cents. When did I miss the price hike? And then I thought it was 76, and then I looked it up yesterday and it said 68. So I was like, I must have dreamt that. So yeah, they'll make her a really heartfelt card. That's what my kids do. So I'm getting ready for, I'm going to see a bunch of you in our Serger pillow class. And so you should have your pillow front. You talk to him for a minute. I'm just going to show them what they should have.
Wait, you're putting me on the spot. I wasn't paying attention.
You're Patrick on the spot.
So, an update on the shop We are, I believe, about 2 weeks out on service. So,
You want me to be back?
yes. So, I said that at the start of the week, and it's been busy, but we haven't. Serger class?
Yeah,
you talk Serger.
Okay, you need your pillow front. I just pieced this together last night. It's that Valentine's Day panel. And then 16 inches. Your back pieces, 6 by 16 and 12 by 16, so 2 pieces. You need a zipper. It should be at least, I'd say at least 20 inches or bigger. So here's my zipper. I have a 24-inch zipper. And you need to have this. This is what we're going to put around our piping. And it's 2 pieces with the fabric. You should have it pieced together. I don't care about the little dog ears. The serger's going to take that right off. And do not press it. I did 1.5 inches.
Why not press it?
Because we're going to wrap it around. There's like no need to. Why do you have like nothing left to do in your day? Don't press it. Because you just don't need it. It's not binding.
It's wasted time, is what she's saying.
It's wasted time. You need your cording foot. You should have your sewing machine set up too, because we're going to top stitch with the sewing machine with your zipper foot. And I think that's it. So have that. It should be ready to go. We are not spending time doing this kind of stuff. It should be ready. And you should be threaded for a 4-thread overlock. I'm going to leave here early, and I'll get on the live feed early, and I'll be there to help people thread if anyone needs help threading. If you're on a baby lock, I can help you. You know what Momo does when he goes in his crate? He just takes a nap, and he just dreams. And then Poppy, she gets in there, and she's like, let me out! And she's going to be biting on the cage. And do you hear her right now? Yeah.
So regarding Sergers, anybody who's been evaluating the Baby Lock Serger deals, the rebates on the Accolade and the Triumph end. Like, you have to purchase your Serger by, what day is the 30th? Is that Monday?
Isn't that crazy? That your grandson thought you, well, I mean, you can pay for an envelope separately, right? But not, with the card. But they don't have that life skill. They don't have that life skill of, like, mailing stuff. And, like, I don't even know.
I remember having to explain to the kids how to do an address.
Yeah, how
and
to
they were, like,
address
shockingly old.
A return address and, like, your mailing address.
Yeah.
Yeah, where to put the stamp. Do they even know that?
Yeah, they know that.
Okay.
So, but if you are looking at the Baby Lock Sergers, or if you haven't purchased a Baby Lock Serger and are considering it, there's a $500 rebate on the Triumph. There's a $250 rebate, and that was announced later on the Accolade. So some people got Accolades and didn't realize that was there. Those rebates need to be filed before the end of May, but the purchase has to happen in the month of April. So if you're contemplating to consider to evaluate, stop and make your purchase so it's done before Tuesday.
Yeah, and if you're not sure what Serger is for you, I did a demo video last year, and I can send that to you. So just reach out, and I think it gives you good information. So, and that can help make your decision. It's like a really detailed.
They're fantastic videos.
It's awesome. Okay. Was there anything else? This weekend.
Kimberbell.
Okay. Yes. Has anyone heard any gossip about Kimberbell? Anyone? I had one of my reps came in yesterday to let me know that Kimberbell had made a big announcement, and that they are going to be selling everything direct to the customer, right?
Yeah, we'll still be selling the items as well.
We'll still. Well, at first I was like, does that mean we're not going to be allowed to sell anymore? And that's not the case. So it'll be business as usual, I think, for us.
Yeah.
Now you have the option of buying directly from Kimberbell. Yes, I have, but not sure if Gossip is out. So I haven't watched the video yet. But from what I understand, they're just going to have everything. So right now, you need to buy certain things from us. Like you buy your designs from us, your embellishment kits from us. They've made that so it was just a retailer thing. Well, they've made it now so you can buy all of that from them. And so you have choices. We hope that you'll continue to support us and get your stuff from us, because that really helps, and that's a big reason that we do all the free content, because
I think there are going to be a lot of shops that are highly hurt by this.
It does hurt the shops.
But this is kind of the way it goes. These brands leverage the shops, gain access to their customers, and then they start selling directly. So what helps the shops, what helps us, is if you continue to purchase from us, and if you so choose to purchase through Kimberbell, to use that affiliate link, because ultimately what happens in these scenarios is you see shops starting to go different directions. So the content that you've been so voraciously, and this is not a threat from us, because we think you'll continue to use our content, but what generally will happen is you'll see shops veer in other directions because they want to make sure that they can maintain. The only reason that free content makes sense for us at all is because we have the ability to sell to you. We
didn't like it either. I was like, I had like a moment of like freak out, because like, you know, it helps our business that you get those things from us. And then I was like, whatever. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. You guys have supported us, and we appreciate it. And so it's all going to be good.
I think it'll be totally fine.
I had a freak out because I was like, that means that we can't sell. That's what I thought at first, that we weren't going to be able to sell Kimberbell stuff anymore. That they were just selling it and not. But we're still selling it.
We've seen this movie before as well, and this movie is not played out well for those brands.
It'll be fine. Fine.
Meaning, I understand the experiment. I understand the desire from Kimberbell's part. I totally do. But we've seen this happen with other brands, and it hasn't worked out so well because shops veered in a different direction.
Well, we want to feel supported. We feel like we work really hard to help grow the brand. And when something like this happens, we don't feel so supported. Right? So... But we still love Kimberbell. We love the projects. I think that they're just
It's an experiment.
An experiment.
They're figuring out what they can do.
And they're doing what they're gonna do. And but that being said, another thing we want to know, because I'm gonna leave soon, and our question of the day is, can we talk about our question of the day? Is
what is our giveaway?
We'll come up with something amazing. We don't have it. We should have a giveaway, right? I don't have something up yet, but we're going to have something fantastic. What other places or designs do you go for your embroidery designs? Because maybe as we go into this year, I feel like we'll continue to do lots of Kimberbell, because I love the projects, and I feel like you learn a lot from the projects.
More importantly, you guys love the projects.
Yeah, and there's lots of technique, and but maybe this will be the year that we branch out a little bit more, and we bring in some other projects from some other designers, because there's so much out there, and sometimes I'm so tunnel vision with Kimberbell that I forget that there's like all this great stuff at other places. So like for instance, last year I know so many people did the Designs by Juju. They did the tree skirt, and I know there's fantastic things from Sweet Pea Embroidery that I've like every year I'm like, I want to do that, but I can't because I'm doing all this Kimberbell. So I think this would be a great time for us to like check out some other stuff and introduce you to some other things, and for you to introduce me to some other things, because sometimes I miss things. I don't know that there's something amazing out there. So that's our question. What other embroidery designers or embroidery websites are you jazzed on? Like that have projects that you might want to do?
She's probably going to go home.
I've never done a Smith Street design. We've done lots of Janine Babbage.
So wait, before you start answering, like, keep in mind the live streams, the chat that's ongoing right now is the live chat, and we don't have the ability to leverage live chat for how'd that get so greasy?
I think it's this seat. Maybe we could just...
What? No, I don't think it's that seat. I think I was just talking about why'd that get so...
Probably me. I probably touched it or something.
You're like, I put moisturizer on and then shut the machine. This.
I do Aquaphor.
Jeannie used to drive me crazy the way she would handle her glasses and stuff.
Why? You never told me that.
Oh my God.
You've never said that to me.
Well, but like,
so secretly you've been like,
you were new to glasses, and like,
and when I turned 40, I got glasses.
And like, she would like be like touching her lenses and stuff, and it was like nails on a chalkboard for me every time. I was like, oh.
You never said anything to me.
Yeah, and I just quietly clean your glasses.
I didn't cry. It's not like I grab my glasses here. My glasses get, I want to call it greasy, because I'm Asian and my face is flat. And so the glasses, sometimes my eyelashes, and they have like oil on them, touch, and then
this is a far more descriptive reason than anyone was prepared for.
Forget
so what I was saying is this chat over here is not where to answer this question. Answer the question below. Like, so when the live stream ends, the comments will open below and you can answer this question there. And the question once again is, what designs, what embroidery companies, are there specific shops or websites that you go to that you would like to see, more content about? And this is the only comment I'm going to make about this situation. And it's funny because when we talked about it this morning, Jeannie mentioned this to me yesterday. I did not have like a visceral reaction to it. I was like, in my mind, I went, well, that sucks, but it'll be fine. And the reason I thought that was, like I said, we've watched this movie play out before. And the reality is, like, you guys love the designs. You guys love the projects. So do we. But I think what you guys really love the most about it is the content around it and the ability that you have the ability to sew, whether it be with Jeannie or Michelle or other educators at other shops. What you guys really, really like is that you've got the ability to do this with somebody. And so when we started to create this content, like years ago, we made videos of the bigger projects and we started selling them as classes and like selling those videos. The videos weren't very good, like to today's standards. Our videos still aren't very high tech, you know?
It's like the camera's like wobbling. The dog's barking in the background.
But what I realized was, because I was editing a lot of these videos, and what I realized was
when we edit.
There was so much like good information, like having somebody that totally understood their machine, having somebody that was working their way through the project and quite frankly may film a couple times to get the project right. Like
that makes real life mistakes.
There were gaps in instruction. There were things that we could show you how to do that were easier. And then the feedback that we started getting from those videos was like, I was never going to make it through that project.
And that's how we met so many of you.
Wall. And so most of you have come to us through that. And so, the reality is it didn't really bother me. And I understand the experiment. I understand what they're doing. A lot of these brands, like a lot of you have lost local dealers. They're gone. They've closed and they're not going to reopen. It's a weird time in the sewing space. If you're in New York City or some of these big cities, dealers have not been able to afford to be in those cities. So they're like dealer deserts, area where there's nobody. And so there's gigantic populations with no dealer support. And for a brand like Kimberbell, it just makes sense to be able to sell directly to those areas.
Yeah.
And, that's sensible. But the reality is, if the support and the content were to end, my guess is you'd be doing whatever it is we're doing.
Or other shops.
Or other shops are doing, because you guys love that assistance. And I get it. It's hard to do all this stuff, especially if you're just on your own sewing in your house. So, we would continue that. We would appreciate that continued support when it comes to Kimberbell.
Yeah, and we're going to keep I love Kimberbell. We're going to keep doing Kimberbell.
We always have.
We are going to start mixing in some other stuff.
We've always had an interest in doing some other stuff. Kimberbell can get a little overwhelming because it's like right as you're finishing a massive project, there's another new massive project.
Yes.
And so, mixing it up will be fun.
I think what maybe we'll do is maybe we'll just pick out like two, or there's a lot of projects, right? So we'll still do some sew-alongs, and we'll pick out maybe two of the quilts that they do throughout the year, because throughout the year there's usually like maybe 4 of them. Maybe we'll do half of that, and then we're going to start opening our eyes, and we're going to start doing some other stuff. It's an opportunity, right? It's something that makes you go, let's try something else.
So, Glitter Bee said it's too expensive to send to the UK, but have we ever determined that?
Reach out, Glitter Bee.
So Glitter Bee, just so you know, we do have a lot of people that purchase internationally.
I'm gonna go. And
our rates are pretty good
in a little while.
So I don't know if we've ever told you what those rates would be, but it's always worth reaching out. So long story short, we'll continue to support. Like, I want you guys just to understand, we'll continue to support Kimberbell. Just please remember our affiliate link if you want to purchase directly from them. I think it's great. And we appreciate that support too. So regarding the giveaway, we will do a giveaway. Just remember your answers shouldn't appear on this side of the video because that's the live chat. It'll be downstairs. And so we will be doing the Halloween quilt, and we're doing the Christmas event and all that stuff. Let's see. Just making sure using Wanderlane is endless. We get to know IQ projects. We'll do. Thanks. Okay, BB. Please do. And yes, Christy, thank you for reminding us. So remember to like the video, which is thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, and remember to hit that bell icon. And that way you learn, hey, Jeannie, you have a sew along on Monday?
Yes, I am doing the sew along Monday, 10 o'clock, section 2. Quilting through the season.
I felt like 10 o'clock was rushed for you last week with your appointment.
10 o'clock. Just let him know if my radiation appointment.
Okay, so Jeannie's going to continue her sew along, and
And let him know we love Kimberbell. It's nothing to worry about.
yeah, like I said, I wasn't even really that worried when I heard that news. I kind of went, oh, okay, that's, quite frankly, for like the local shops that don't create the content, it's going to be really tough on them. But we still love Kimberbell, and you know they'll still get our support in this shop too. That said, Jeannie is continuing her Kimberbell sew along on Monday at 10 o'clock. Last week, I just said she was a little rushed last week, just because her appointment, it's 10 a.m. Pacific. Her appointment ran long last week, so she was very, very rushed. So she's like 5 or 10 minutes late. It's a free sew along. You can hang out for 5 minutes.
They know they can, but just say, you don't have to say it.
Well, I'm just saying it's you know, she'll be there as quickly as she can be. So 10 a.m. next Monday for which sew along is it? Quilting Through the Seasons?
Section 2.
Quilting Through the Seasons, Section 2. Have a great day. I hope you all enjoy your Serger classes. If you're sitting on the fence about the Serger, don't sit on the fence anymore. Accolade and Triumph purchases, you've got until Tuesday to make those purchases and still get your rebates. So have a great week.